Them don't know what about this bad man. Run that gunshot car, bad man, no big friend. Gunshot, be a
Can no need to play the pig. Thank you guys. We gonna turn it up a little bit. Hey, who really wanna be my person? Go do like homie poking. You know this, I'm focused on what kids are focused on me. Please don't let it focus. You focus, you want my focus. And I got some breezy till it's sticky.
I am from Auburn, New York. It's like 45 minutes from here. It's a little small town, just like this one. We're not known for really anything but a prison. But yeah, it's beautiful there. It's whatever. I love it there. Auburn, New York. My first name, this is embarrassing, don't pick on me, is Cameron. My middle name is Joseph, so like my whole family called me CJ. But my mom always like called me Siege because like CJ, it's like, I don't know, she's weird. He thought my mom was calling me Siege because like the Siege, like the way it's spelled now. So like he just started writing it down and stuff like that. So we just started going along with it, like, all right, Siege. And then one day we had a talk, he's like, you need to put Young Siege in it. And that's when I was Young Siege, now I'm Siege. But that's where it originally came from. I would say this guy over here, my manager, he was my first manager, part of my team. And the only two people I could say that are bigger supporters than him is my sister and my mom. Like, they're huge. Like, you walk into my sister's house, you see pictures of me all over, CDs, like little burn CDs, little tape recordings when I was like 7 years old and used to write, and it's dope. My mom saved all my rap books when I was like 6 years old and stuff like that. So yeah, my mom and my sister and him. I wouldn't say it bothers, I don't really notice it. My like motto, I always tell my friends like this, is if you have a problem with me, that's your problem, not our problem. Cause I don't know, I'm confident in who I am. I like who I am. My parents raised me right. I don't know, I have a pretty good life. So if you have a problem with me, that's obviously not my problem. I have two. I have artist-wise, I don't know if you guys will know of him. He's a legend, Nas. He's just my idol. Like if you listen to like his old school stuff, like a lot of people don't know, when he came out, he was my age. He was 16, 17, just turning 17. So as good as he is, like he was my age. Like, I don't know, that's amazing me. But business-wise, it's I look up to 50 Cent because he just took over business-wise. Like, I want to be as rich as that dude. I'd probably be a basketball player. I know that's typical, but I don't know. I used to be like really into sports until this whole music thing started, and I just forgot about everything else. So I feel like I'd want to be a basketball player if this never came up, like if I never even heard of music. But I'm not that. I'm short, so I mean, like I'm real short. Like that's a problem. So I don't think I could do that. So I'm glad I can rap. So yeah. All right. There is Nas, New York State of Mind. There is Kendrick Lamar, Don't Kill My Vibe for like nowadays. And my song, Gunshots. When I was younger, I used to write like typical rapper, like in a notebook and whatever without a beat. But nowadays, because when I was 11 years old, they bought me a studio. So now, like, I don't really write anything down. I just go in and record, like, whatever I'm thinking. I'm not freestyling. I'm just going in and just, like, thinking, like, basically writing, but just writing with audio, kind of. Right now, the main project that we're working on is the Gunshots project. We want to try to make that as big as we can. It's my first worldwide single we're putting out, so I'm real hyped about that. So yeah, Gunshots, we're promoting that. It's going to be my first time you see me on camera without my braids, looking clean. But yeah, Gunshots. Like, this is what I'm gonna look at the camera for this. People don't know this. DC is an actor. Like, nobody knows this. Like, this dude is the funniest dude ever. So the fact that he got in the video, like, is amazing to me. Like, cause this dude, you should have seen him like in the video. Like, they show a little bit of it in the video, but we need behind the scene cuts. That's what we need. We need behind the scene cuts, cause this dude went in. You see. Alright, I have two things that that spice, but one of them I can't say because there's curse words in it. But the second one is, I don't know if you know the New Boys, right? I hang out with Ben J a lot, and we just started a thing called the 100 Team. And when I remember having a deep conversation with him, and he was like, no matter where you are, no matter what neighborhood you're in, no matter any state, city, stage, anything, where you just keep it 100, be yourself. Like, if you're in the hood and like me, like everybody knows, I'm not no ghetto kid, like I'm not violent. Like, so like, I'm just a funny kid. Like, so no matter where I am, he told me just be myself. No matter who hates it, no matter who doesn't like it, you just ignore that, just be you. And I think that's the best advice you could give someone. I feel like that's just real. I always tell my team this, like, they always pick on me, because one day, all right, listen to this story. One day I was talking to my mom, and I was like, I want singing lessons. And she's like, you can't sing in front of everybody. And it was so embarrassing, because like literally I will, like, I'm not gonna do it right now because I will embarrass myself. I don't do it on camera. But I will walk around trying to sing. Like, I want to teach myself to sing so bad. But I want to be like I don't know, I want to do country. Because they make so much money. They make so much money. Like if I was Taylor Swift, woo! So yeah, I'd probably be a country singer, I guess. My studio. Like if that got burnt down, like I say my studio because we go to a lot of studios and different stuff, but I just, like, they gave it to me when I was 11. That's all I know. That's all I know is that room. Like that whole room, that whole studio booth. Like before then we were recording out of a closet. Like it was rough. So once I got that, like that's my heart. I wake up in the morning and walk there. If I'm not on the road, I walk straight to the studio. Snow, hail, rain, tornado, I don't care. Like that's my baby. I feel like my style are different. This isn't like hating on nobody, but it sounds like, to me, everybody sounds like they want to be the same, kind of. Like they always pick the same beat collections, selections. They always sound like, I don't know, I'm not gonna say it. It's not bad, because I like it. Like I listen to some rap, and especially if I'm at a party, like I listen to it, but I say my style is different because I like to talk about things. The whole Gunshot song isn't really my style, but I like it because it's what everybody's gonna like. But once I get in the industry and I get to show you what I like writing, it's gonna, I don't know. I think it's gonna be cool because I actually get to talk about stuff. I talk about what we're going through, like people my and your age, like the girls that we go after. We ain't going after strippers. I don't know any strippers in my high school. Like, so that's how it is. Like I talk about what I'm going through. So I think that's why I'm different. I was in Vegas and we were hanging around, I don't know if, did we make this public? We were hanging around like Floyd Mayweather and stuff like that. And he was talking to me one day and he was like, who would you never want to meet? And I was like, 50 Cent. Just because, like, I don't have a problem with him. It's just that he's so big in my eyes. Like, ever since I was little, like 6 years old, like 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. So he's like a star to me. Like, I don't know, he ain't human. So I felt like if I meet him, I'll see him on a human level and I wouldn't like that. Like, but when I met him, it was the most embarrassing day of my whole life. Because we're sitting there, Floyd calls us and he's like, we're gonna go, in Vegas they have a casino called the South Point. And he was like, we're gonna go watch Mission Impossible, whatever the one came out. It was way before it even came out. It was like 4 weeks before it came out. I was like, we're gonna go watch that. So they shut the whole movie theater down for Floyd and 50 or whatever. We're waiting, and I'm just thinking it's Floyd though. Floyd didn't tell me 50 Cent's coming. He was trying to surprise us. So we're sitting there in the lobby waiting for him, and Floyd walks in, and it's just him and a whole bunch of people. And then Floyd goes, don't turn around, Siege. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I get mad at him because I knew right away what he's talking, because we just had this conversation. So I turn around, and it's 50 Cent, and I just got mad nervous, like I just couldn't, like I was shaking. I didn't watch the movie, like, cause he sat in front of me, so the whole time I'm just staring at him like this. Like just staring like that's 50 Cent. Like it was just funny, I'm watching him tweet and stuff, like it was so embarrassing. We got back to the house and all my road manager, the people we were living with, my roommates and stuff, they were all picking on me, like, it was so embarrassing. But yeah, 50 Cent, that was the most crazy time of my life. Like I was so nervous, I'd never been nervous like that. It was cool. My wish would be to have more wishes. Duh. No, I don't know, I wish for, I know it sounds real corny, but I wish for no money, like money didn't exist. Because I feel like that ruined the world. Like, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know how life would work don't know how the civilization would work, but without money, I feel like there'd be no high class, there'd be no lower class, there'd be no poor people. Like,
People
I don't know.
who they are.
Yeah, I feel like if we all lived on or had like grew our own food just to survive, like nobody cared about clothes, like none of that. Like, I don't know. I know it's weird, but that would probably be my wish. I think that would make things better a little bit. A little bit. It'd probably make things worse, but I don't know. It's just my wish. My favorite type of music would be alternative rock because I like the way they tell stories in their songs. It's like hip hop doesn't do that anymore. There's a lot of party songs. Even when they do deep songs, it's not a story. Like setting, beginning, end. You know what I mean? Like a story. Like I like alternative rock. My favorite band is The Script. I like the way they talk about real life, like things I can relate to. Like it seems like now music lately I just can't relate to. Especially like, I don't know, I don't go to parties a lot. I work. I'm on the road. But yeah, alternative rock. It's weird. DC, you're famous. Alright. This is how me and DC met each other. I was 10? 9? I was 9 years old and he moved across the street from me. And they were moving in and I just got a go-kart for my birthday. It was like a little red go-kart with like white stripes, had a little flag on it. It was real weird. But I used to ride it up and down my street because I was young, I couldn't go anywhere else. I would just ride up and down my street. And one day they're moving in or whatever and he's sitting on his front steps just staring at me. Right? So he's just watching me go back and forth like this and I got out, so I got weirded out. So I get out my go-kart, start playing basketball. So when I was real into basketball, I'm sitting there dribbling, giving him dirty looks like, why are you looking at me? Like just playing, like why are you looking at me? So finally he just kept continuing looking at me like a little weirdo. So I went and told my dad. And I walked in the house and I'm like, yo, this weird pervert is on his steps staring at me. Oh, Dad. So my dad goes out and I see him talking and then they come back laughing like they're friends. So I'm mad at my dad, like I want you to go beat him up, like and you come back like laughing with him. So then he's like, yeah, because that's when I first like started like actually getting into writing or whatever and wanting to rap. And he's like, yeah, he owns a studio, blah, blah. And then one day DC was like, after all that hectic stuff and I realized he isn't a pedophile, he let me go up to his studio and record for my birthday, and I was turning 12. I was turning 12, and I recorded or whatever. It was a song called "A Thing for This Music." It was on Joel Ortiz instrumental, and I recorded it, and he kept on stopping it on me, like, "Oh, my bad, I must have the vocals on it still." And he kept on deleting what I did, and then finally I finished it. And I'm thinking, the way he kept on stopping me, like, hold on, he kept on stopping me. I'm thinking like, oh, this is the most embarrassing day of my life, he hates me. So I come out the booth and I'm like, I know what I'm saving up my allowance for. I want to come in here and practice. And he just looked at my dad and was like, he'll never pay for studio time ever again. And like, honestly, I don't know why I did that, because I listened to the songs when I was little and I think they're horrible. But I don't know, he saw something, I guess. I think it was because I'm good looking and he was like, yeah, I can market that. Perfect. But yeah, that's how we started. And then he built a whole team around me. DC and Siege.